Good day. Hope you're having a great time already, even though it's still early here. It's 7:30 in the morning here in Costa Rica. And thank you for joining me for another global harmonization. For those of you that are new to this, the whole idea is to harmonize to the beat of your own heart, to be able to invoke the spirit within, to be able to be one with that unity and bring that out forward into the world, that energy, that connection, that love, that isness that we all have within us, and really be the change, or be the model. I don't even want to say change. Maybe you're already doing it. Maybe you're already perfectly, exactly. You love yourself exactly as you are, and you have such a deep connection to who you are already. So rather than saying be the change you'd like to see, maybe you already are. Maybe you are exactly that walking model, and you're living life in every single way that you desire, and everything's unfolding exactly as you would desire. And then if there is, for any of you out there that are having any disconnect from manifesting the dream, this dream that we're all living, then it's up to you. It's up to you to make any bit of change in who you're being to actually make the difference. See, it's interesting because when I look outward, then I hear a lot of people, a lot of messaging, a lot of media talking about how this person over there is going to be the savior, or this person over there is the reason for all of your issues, or this thing over there. It's funny because when it's an ideal, that's when it gets scary. When it's like they say, when I hear that, they say, and I'm like, who's they? And nobody ever knows who they is. Or the system's got you down. Or it's the rich people over there, they're ones oppressing you. It's the poor people taking your money away from the rich people. And it's putting these people, everybody that buys into this thing, at odds with each other. When the truth is, like, when we support each other, when we believe in each other, it's actually what creates reality. Great to see you, Nina. I haven't seen you in some time. You've had an amazing journey. It's really, 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 it's really great to see you on here. I haven't seen you on the lives, but I see some of your posts, and it's always beautiful. You always share raw and authentically. Yeah, who are they? What's this idea? What's this system that's keeping you oppressed? What's this rule? It's all BS. It's just a story. It's just a story to prevent me from taking accountability for my own circumstances and conditions, and surrounding myself with people that do believe in the same ideals that I have. And that's when it gets really tricky, is when it falls into anything outside of me and what I choose to have around me as the blame for my issues. Because the truth is, each one of us, each and every one of us, have inside exactly every single piece of requirement to create the reality that that we so desire. It's just a matter of identifying what that is. You know, when you look at, actually, I just had a conversation yesterday. This guy Andres, who it's on my personal page. I did a live feed with him because I've seen him post all these controversial things. And they're very disrupting things to people in the matrix. Things on issues on feminism going too far. And the emasculation of the male. Things on how jobs are a way of indentured servitude. Things that people don't want to hear about. And I've seen him post this, but I don't even know the guy. Somebody friend requested me because we have a mutual friend in common. I saw a couple of his posts. I'm like, I'll let him into the Facebook friend circle and watch this post come up. And this happens often. I think it probably happens for everybody, where somebody friend requests you see their post, and you're like, wow, I really jogged with that person. Or, whoa, what is that person up to? Maybe I shouldn't have accepted that. And with him, it seemed to me like he was posting a lot of these disruptive things, and consciously posting these disruptive things. And actually, you know what? I'm going to bring one up. I'm just going to bring one up to give you guys an example. I think he's going to appreciate it. So this one, and you might have seen this one, but I'm going to bring it up just to give you kind of a little clue into the spectrum of this type of stuff that he posts. This one is a repost of a Twitter post that said, Beyonce made a song called Single Ladies, then went home to her husband and left you lonely hoes dancing in a circle pretending to be happy. And Beyonce, married to Jay-Z. These are two individuals at the top of their professions, two individuals that through song and dance make millions of dollars and have millions of people following them. They are celebrated, which makes them celebrities. Now, whether this, I thought we were going to get into this comment about like how there's a distraction. We're going to make people think that they're in a certain place, but really at the end of the day, they're really looking for this thing. That's getting into so much psychology. What actually we ended up getting into off of this was how both of these individuals are masters. They're master creators. And every single one of us has that song inside of us, has that dance inside of us. And it may not be a song or a dance. It may be artwork. It might not be a painting. It may be a business. It may be a product. It may be a service. It may be a solution. It may be it could be anything. It could be anything. And that thing, every single person has this inside of them. And there may be more than one thing. But when we're paying too much attention to what's going on outside of us, what our neighbors are thinking about us, what the politicians think, what the news says, what this person over there says, when we pay too much attention, when we pay any attention to that, we're actually paying attention to that instead of focusing on what's here, right here, which is why this harmonization is so important to me, doing this every single day, because it's a reminder. Let's start off the day and see what's coming through from the spirit, what's coming through from the heart, what's living inside of me. What is it that I would like to bring forth into creation? When I go with the mind, I may get something really beautiful too. Like that's a way that I think I was taught, was to go with the mind. But once the mind starts getting really intelligent and starts getting what I would call overdeveloped, then this egoic thing can happen. Whereas when it's tapped into the heart and the heart shows the message to the mind, then the creation becomes this real, authentic, divine creation. This thing that comes through from the spirit that can be lived in each and every single moment. And it may not even be something that's tangible. It may just be an experience. It may just be a feeling. And we all have this within us. And I believe that as humanity, when we live in this state of love, of joy, of courage, of expression, of invoking the spirit, of being one with what the true voice, the heart says, then the day flows in a much different way. We treat the people around us significantly different. We prioritize things differently. And when that starts to happen, then certain magic kind of coalesces. And this is, I'm speaking from direct experience, where by living what my heart was telling me to do, that brought me into building the businesses that I did, the ones that made lots of money, the ones that also lost lots of money. By living, but it didn't matter. It took me on my journey. By living authentically, fully in my heart, I was able to fall in love so many times and have disastrous breakups, teaching me beautiful lessons about who I was, bringing things from outside my awareness into my awareness, teaching me this, I don't even want to say teaching, reminding me, just like putting me back on path of this weave, this polarity, this wave that we ride through life. And it's truly a gift. And even when the wave is crashing and going down, that it's still a gift, And coming back up, it's still a gift. Every single piece of this is such a magical gift. And we have this inside of us. We have this, and we can tap into this eternal force, this eternal power that's just This infinite well of just divine love, it lives in every single one of us. It lives in, and nothing can slow you down except for you. Nothing can slow me down except for me. My belief that something's true. And yes, the people around me I could allow them to influence or impact me, which quite honestly is why I keep fewer people around me, which is why I like to keep high vibe people around me, because it helps me in that flow. And this harmonization that we do every single morning here is, idea to raise that vibe, to expand that vibe so that every single person is living in flow with from their heart what it is that their life calling is. Even if it's only like for 5 minutes a day. Hopefully it's the whole day, all day. But if it starts for 5 minutes a day, it starts for 5 minutes a day. And we watch this trickle out. When we watch this trickle out and we have this is my belief, when we have a world full of empowered beings living fully their expression, they're singing their song, they're dancing their dance, they're painting their painting, they're drawing their art, they're creating their businesses, they're doing whatever it is for the expression of it, because it's so much fun to just do. That's when the world really knows not just peace, but full abundance, full connection, full awakening. So I hope that the harmonizations inspire you to just, whether you're doing it already, to amplify that for you. If you're not doing it, to bring it forth and make it part of your practice. And if you are doing it and you feel fully amplified, just reminding you to bring this stuff forward to other people around you and just speak about it. Just share what's coming through your heart and just be completely authentic about it, even when it is confrontational, especially when it's confrontational, maybe. And especially when it's in the vibe, in the harmony, when it's inspirational, right? It's inspiring. It's bringing spirit, awakening the spirit, inner spirit, inspired. And all of you are infected with it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be religious. It's all spirit. Spiritus is the word for breath. So the word breath actually comes from spirit. So if you are breathing, you are inspired. You have a spirit inside of you. You don't have to get super religious on it. You could get religious and see how it may or may not relate to you. You could get spiritual, which would be like religious with no name on it, I guess. I mean, even this practice of the harmonization is religious practice because I do it consistently. It's up to you. How far do you want to take your life? How great do you want to be? It's really up to you. And this practice, this global harmonization, even just having these conversations, having you guys here, is just a reminder for me. It's a way for me to share and expand myself. So having you here, I really appreciate it. And hopefully this brings out something, just a little more fire, just a little bit more of your greatness. Like, just if you were holding back for any reason, let's bring it forward. Let's bring it forward. Fizz. I love it. Great. It's great to start the day in unified harmony. Like, when you sing, just do me a favor, man. Sing just a little bit louder for me. Just put a little bit more of that intonation, put a little bit more of that vibration when you're playing, jamming out and making some music. Like, just do that for me, whether you have an audience or not. Just bring it on out. Nina, when you're out there doing your thing, spending time with your kids or just sharing your message, just do it with a little bit bigger of a smile. I know you always got a smile on your face, right? So when all of you are out there with your families, just give them a little bit more love. With your friends, give them a little bit more love. Take it forward. Just always bring it forward. And you got it more in you. There's an infinite well of it. So even that little bit more, if we all give 1% more, we got a collective revolution. Actually, evolution. I don't even want to say revolution. This word revolution means we repeat. No more repeating. Revelations, sure, we can reveal things. Revolutions, forget that. We've evolved. We don't have to do the same circle of suffering, of BS, and be stuck in it. Right here, your life is exactly what you make it to be. You choose. Not me, not Trump, not Pelosi, not your boss, not your husband or your wife, not your mom or your dad, not that person that gave you a side face look, like you, me, taking responsibility to show up in just with a little bit more, just with a little bit more that you got. I know I'm giving from you my vibe to make it go even higher. So God bless you all. Let's get into this harmonization space. And thank you for all the comments and the hearts and all that stuff. This is really dear to my heart. Right? I'll talk for the heart for 15 minutes and tell you it's near and dear to my heart, like Captain Obvious over here. It gives me a lot of meaning because I got the life, man. I got the life. I don't even know what to ask for anymore except for to see my fellow man, my brothers and sisters living in their absolute dream and dreaming their absolute life. So let's open up the neck a little bit, kind of roll it around and just put a little space. I really like this thing that we've been doing. So just open up the spine, maybe twist a little to the side and the right. It's made a big difference in my posture. It's this rolling down and actually rolling down one vertebrae down at a time with the neck. And then just exhaling while doing this. And you've got to inhale. And just roll down one vertebrae at a time all the way to the bottom. And just sink into it. And then at the very bottom, even lean forward a little bit to get that lower vertebrae. And then imagine like a zipper on the back of the spine, and that gets pulled up by a string so that come up one vertebrae at a time, inhaling. And notice how the back comes up slow and straight. It pulls space between each vertebrae, taking all the tension and weight off of each spine, each bone, each spine. And then when you get to the top here, keep pulling up so that it almost feels like it pulls on the top of the head just a little bit so that the neck is lifted off. Notice the space that's created between each vertebrae. Notice the alignment. And in that practice with the spine, there may be spots where you see like you jump a little bit. I had a lot of issues with this. And just this practice started opening things up for me. I mean, there's so many nerves in the spine. It is our antenna receiving unit. So having this in a good position, good posture is really helpful in the harmonization on a physical level to get that vibration infused into the body. And once to the top and feeling completely opened up, make sure the shoulders are relaxed and bring the hands, the fingertips together like this and just let them drop comfortably in the lap. Just bringing the energy meridian to the body to balance, allowing this ambidextrous, this dualistic body, two eyes, two hands, two arms, two legs, to connect as one being. Begin breathing into the third eye, merging this sight as a unified sight. You're having trouble getting the third eye to activate. Look up with your eyes closed, cross-eyed. Attempting to look between the eyebrows. Notice how the vibration increases with each breath in this region. At first, it may be really subtle. It may just be a little extra light there. Or it may be to a point where it's like, whoa. Just keep building that vibration and becoming aware of it, conscious of it. Breathing in, breathing out. Allowing any energy to flow through, in, and out. And while maintaining that vibration there in the third eye, beginning to bring the attention down into the heart chakra. Noticing the clarity of mind as the flow and the beat of the heart begins to take precedent. Breathing into the heart. With each breath, infuse an essence into the vibration of that portion of spirit. Let your heart be the guide. From your heart, what essence do you project? Who I am being. Is being radiated out into the essence, into the ethers. And the heart will always reveal who I am being. Now, with more consciousness and more clarity around this divine essence, bring the attention back up into the third eye. And envision a world impacted by this essence. And now, with that vision intact and the heart radiating your own divine essence, bring the attention to the throat chakra. Breathing in and opening this throat chakra. Hearing the words that I might speak as the embodiment, as this divine essence flows through me. Knowing that each word I speak will create a ripple in space-time and alter reality. May each word I speak be spoken by my true identity in alignment with this essence. For me, I feel a loving detachment, freedom, empowerment, courage, giving, and witnessing the greatness, encouraging that greatness in all around me. It may also include words of disruption, which shed light on the hidden. It's my shadow side. And bringing the hands together in front of the heart in prayer position, pressing them together, embodying this frequency, this harmonic resonance of the heart, visualizing how I may move, what actions I may take as a representation of this essence. For I am the way, I am the truth, I am the light, I am the life. Gently lowering the hands down. Taking a breath. Just consciously scanning over. If any voices of doubt or concern come up, these are great messages. Take note of them. These are energies to be cleared. Just illusions. And feeling the greatness in the heart, the giving nature, the infinite abundance. The freedom of choice. It's up to me. Gently opening the eyes. Well, thank you all for joining today. I'm really grateful to have each one of you in this space, and I hope that this harmonization has brought to light some of the greatness that's inside of you that maybe is lying dormant or amplified what was already there, and that you bring this forward to everybody, because you make a huge difference in everything that you speak, everything that you think, every action that you take. You are your own savior. You are the one that creates your dream. And if you depend on somebody else to do it, you may or may not like what you get. But it's all within you. You are capable 100% of accomplishing it and enlisting those around you that are gravitating towards it to your belief set, to believe in you, to be the next Jay-Z or Beyonce, if that's what you so choose, to be the next Michelangelo, or the next politician, or the next what wasn't even created yet, or whatever. It all lies within you. So God bless. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. Thank you for being here. This feels good for you. Share it. It will feel good for somebody else. Pay it forward, and we'll catch you all later. God bless.